This is Go With Us, and this is everything you really need to know this week in Pokemon Go, running from September 15th all the way until September 22nd. Let's get straight into our calendar now, and at 9 a.m. every Monday morning, we will get our Adventure Sync rewards. Bear in mind that if you walk 5 kilometers during that week, you will get 20 Pokeballs. If you walk 25 kilometers or more, you're gonna get 20 Pokeballs plus an additional 10 Great Balls, some Stardust, including a 5-kilometer egg if you do have one egg slot open. If you walk 50 kilometers, you're gonna get the same rewards plus an additional 5 Ultra Balls and potentially a 10-kilometer egg. And if you walk 100 kilometers in that week, you will get the same rewards plus an additional 15,000 Stardust. As we can see, the only other thing happening on the Monday is going to be the Max Monday of Abra from 6 to 7 p.m. local time. Dynamax Abra can go into D-Max Alakazam, and let me just say, this Pokemon is going to be incredibly strong for 2 specific reasons. Just have a look at its fast moves, guys. It learns Psycho Cut, which is a half-a-second fast move, which is great as a Psychic-type attacker, but more than that, it has a legacy move of Counter, which means it's going to be in our top 2 or 3 fighting-type D-Max Pokemon that we can use in the game right now. And more than that, this Pokemon can Mega Evolve into Mega Alakazam eventually, which is extremely powerful. It does have access to something like Shadow Ball, so whenever you face something like a Mewtwo, it could come in very handy. Then, moving on to Tuesday the 16th, as we can see, coming into raids, we're going to have Mega Latias and Mega Latios in 5-star raids. This is a great opportunity to get the Mega Energy for these Pokemon, but more importantly, they are very, very good attackers in the game. And if we just run through the rankings very quickly, Mega Latias is actually the 20th best Dragon-type attacker in the game with Dragon Breath and Outrage, and as a Psychic-type attacker, it just falls outside of the top 10 at 11th spot with Zen Headbutt and Psychic, but it's actually Mega Latios that's going to perform a lot better for us. In the Dragon-type category, it's currently ranked 12th with Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw, and as a Psychic-type attacker, it's currently taking the 6th spot, which is incredibly powerful. And if you haven't Mega'd these Pokemon for your Mega Evolution decks, it's a good opportunity to do that. You need 300 Mega Energy for the first Mega Evolution, and you can tick off getting one step closer to your Platinum Medal, which is to evolve all 46 Mega Pokemon. Then on to Mega Raids. Returning to Mega Raids on Tuesday at 10 a.m. is going to be Mega Gardevoir and Mega Gallade as a duo. It's very important to mention that you want to be going after these Pokemon for a very specific reason. Mega Gardevoir's stats are incredible. It has a max CP of 5101, an attack of 326, defense of 229, and a stamina of 169, which currently makes it the best Fairy-type attacker in the game. So guys, Mega Gardevoir is an absolute must, and even as a Psychic-type attacker, it's breaking into the top 5 in the 5th spot, and try and get enough Mega Energy for that so you can Mega level 3 it. And even Mega Gallade can serve you very well. Mega Gallade has a max CP of 5112, an attack of 326, defense of 230, stamina of 179. As a Psychic-type attacker, it's even better than Mega Gardevoir. It's currently ranked the 4th spot with Confusion and Psychic, and as a fighting type, only because it knows close combat, it's just making the 14th spot, but if it had something like Sacred Sword, to be honest, I'm pretty certain that this Pokemon would definitely be at least top 3 or 4. So either way, it's still a very good attacker on both sides of things, so please try and get the Mega Energy for that as well. Back to our calendar, our first event, and it's a big one, starting on Tuesday, also at 10 a.m, is going to be the Psychic Spectacular Taken Over. This Rocket Takeover event introduces new Shadow Pokemon like Shadow Quillfish, Shadow Dino, Shadow Swablu, and Shadow Beltoy. Giovanni has actually taken over Tornadus Incarnate, which unfortunately isn't the best target to go after. If you want to use your Super Rocket Radar, try and use it before this event happens so you can still get Shadow Giratina. This also introduces Indeedee, the Psychic and Normal type Pokemon. Bear in mind, Indeedee has a male and female form, which actually have different stats, which is very interesting. Let's get onto those bonuses now. It's going to be additional candy for throwing nice throws or better. It's going to be half egg hatch distance when the eggs are placed into an incubator. We get an increased chance for XL candy for throwing nice throws or better for trainers level 31 and up, which is huge. Lunatone and Solrock will be appearing both in this event. Team Go Rocket Balloons will be appearing more frequently at Pokestops. I believe those balloons will come around every 3 hours as opposed to every 6. We will be able to remove frustration. Remember, the only way you can do that is to use a Charge TM. And last but not least, Shadow Pokemon caught in 1 and 3-star raids are going to have a wider variance of IVs, which means we can get some PvP IVs. Spawning in the wild, we have a lot of Psychic Pokemon. We have Abra, Lunatone, Solrock. We can get rare response for something like Beldum. I do know something like Gothita will be in there as well. What we've done is a full breakdown from top tips, the certain Shadow Pokemon you want to go after, and everything you really need to know in that event. We'll leave it as a card up here, but please check the end screen of this video too. And if we go back to our calendar again, Tuesday is stacked because that evening we have a Gothita Spotlight Hour. The bonus of that hour is going to be 2 times Catch XP. But it doesn't end there. We're in the middle of the XP celebration event, which is also a 2x catch XP bonus, and those bonuses are gonna stack, which means that hour is gonna be a 4x catch XP bonus. On a lucky egg, it's gonna be 8x catch XP. You're gonna be getting between 8 and 9,000 XP per excellent throw on a lucky egg. Please mark your calendar and remember to play that hour because Gothita is a very easy excellent throw as well, and an incredible opportunity to get a huge amount of XP. I'm talking millions in 1 hour. On to Wednesday the 17th, the only thing we really need to focus on here is gonna be the raid hour, also from 6 to 7 p.m. local time, and that is gonna be featuring Mega Latias and Mega Latios. Again, we've just discussed how good these Pokemon really are, but I would really concentrate on getting the Mega Energy. More than that, you're gonna be granted 10,000 XP per raid, but because we're in the middle of the XP celebration event, you're actually gonna get 13,000. So if you pop a lucky egg, you're gonna get 26,000 XP per raid. I think that's pretty impressive. Then for the rest of the week, it's pretty chilled, but the Shadow Raid weekend featuring Shadow Groudon is gonna be the big hitter here, and because it's gonna take on the bonuses from the Psychic Spectacular Taken Over event, it means we have more chance at candy, more chance at XL candy. We're gonna do a full counter guide and everything you really need to know about that event, but remember, you need 4 Shadow Shards to make 1 gem. You can only hold up to about 10 or 11 gems in your bag, and to take the Enraged state off Shadow Groudon, you're gonna need to use 8 gems, which means more trainers in your party, more trainers in the battle are gonna mean less gems used because you will get shards replenished after each Shadow Raid. Also, for the very first time in Pokemon Go, Shadow Shiny Groudon will be featured. I believe that the rates will probably be 1 in 20. If they're 1 in 10, we could be very lucky. The bonus here is that we're gonna get 1 additional free raid pass per day, but there is gonna be an event ticket for a total cost of $5 where we're gonna get an additional 5 free raid passes per day for a total of 7, especially if you don't do raids the day before. You're gonna get 50% more XP from raid battles as well as double the Stardust. With the XP celebration stacking with that XP bonus, we're talking over 30,000 XP per raid. Incredible raid weekend. I cannot wait for this. Remember, Shadow Groudon is a pure ground type Pokemon. If you guys want to know the 100% IV and non-weather boosted weather, it's going to be 2351, but in weather boosted weather, which is going to be sunny, it's going to be 2939. And if you want to really know how good Groudon is, please check out our video. We're going to do an entire separate video breaking down everything to know, but it's going to be the 3rd best ground type attacker in the game with Precipice Blades, which will need an elite TM. And even in the Master League, as of recording this video, it's currently ranked 36th. So do not sleep on this raid day. An incredible opportunity to get a good shadow. But more than that, if you have a lot of shadows and you don't have the hundo for the Primal Groudon, you could potentially purify one of these. Just 1 to get the hundo if you don't have the hundo Primal Groudon. This week is an absolute banger, man. The breakthrough box and the rewards coming from that are only as a result of getting 7 stamps, which eventually will reward you with some Stardust, but certain Pokemon such as Alakazam, that 100% IV is going to be 1310. You can get Aggron in there of 1285 CP. Morpeko will be in there at 823. Dreepy is going to be in there at 328 CP. Frigibax remains from last season, that's going to be 534 CP, and Sinistea will be in there as well. That's going to be 488 CP. Just on Sinistea very quickly, this Sinistea can be the antique form, which is a 1 in 100 chance. If you guys want to check that, just go to your team leader, appraise this Pokemon, and they will tell you in the description if it is a phony form or not. If you guys think we've skipped over something, please leave it in the comments, but more importantly, please check out this full breakdown of the Psychic Spectacular Taken Over. We will leave it as the end screen. Trust me, there are some great targets in there and you will not be disappointed. We really appreciate your support. We are growing by the day. Again, go with us and we'll catch you next week, baby. Shh.